Hello everyone, Reuven, Kigel, Emet Outreach. I want to talk to you today about the two main types of mitzvahs, commandments that there are in the Torah. One is called a chok, and one is called a mishpat. Now, a chok is a decree from Hashem, a decree from God that we don't necessarily understand. One of the most famous ones is shatnez, which means you can't wear wool and linen together. Why can't we wear wool and linen together? We can give reasons, but the real reason is hidden from us. It's a decree from Hashem. Other things are mishpatim, right, which are ordinances, which are laws and judgments that make sense. For example, don't steal, don't murder. We need this in order for society to function. This makes sense, and it's called a mishpat. These are the two types of commandments we're generally dealing with, chukim and mishpatim. Now, this week's Torah portion, which talks about the red heifer, the red cow, the paraduma, so that is a chok, right? That is something we don't understand. Why? Let me explain what's going on. When someone is ritually impure, which is already hard to understand, the only way to become ritually pure is to get a sprinkling from water that has ashes from a red heifer in it. Okay? So the only way to become ritually pure, this is the type of impurity that comes from touching a deceased body and the like, right? The only way to become ritually pure is to get this sprinkling of ashes on you that's just in water, and the ashes originally came from the red heifer. So now, once you get this sprinkled upon yourself, you're pure. Now, the only problem is the person who does the sprinkling becomes impure. So, listen to this ununderstandable chok, right? The person that gets this sprinkled on him becomes pure. So this is obviously something that purifies you. But the person who does the sprinkling, even though what's he doing? He's handling the actual object that makes someone else pure. He himself becomes impure. And this was such a puzzle that King Solomon, who knew everything in the Torah, he said he could not figure this out. Right? How can something that makes one person pure, that same thing makes the person that is administering it impure? Doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make sense to us, but it makes sense to Hashem. So I'm not about to make sense of it, but I can tell you a tremendous lesson that we all have to learn, and if we learn this, our lives is going to be so much better. What is it? You know, Judaism is a relationship between us and God, between us and the people around us, and between us and ourselves. And this chok, this law of the red heifer, the paraduma, is a tremendous insight into how we're supposed to relate to other Jews. I'm supposed to love another Jew so much that I'm willing to make myself ritually impure in order to make him pure. If you could look at every other Jew in your life as someone that you'd be willing to make yourself impure for just for him to be ritually pure for, that's love. Right? And that's how we're supposed to look at each other. So my sincerest blessing to all of us is that Hashem should bless us with the ability to love every single other Jew and to be willing to make ourselves impure in order to make them pure. To be willing to somehow take away a little bit from ourselves in order to help our fellow Jew. Have a great Shabbos.